I have some key indications on Bitcoin's price action for the upcoming bull market that have made me adjust what I'm looking out for. Also, I'm going to be paying attention to the perfect time to sell our altcoins. And is Eminem going to be the next spokesperson for crypto? All this and more on today's Blockchain Basement. We are the bread and butter of all the information that's been swimming across the internet for crypto news.
If you're gonna screw me, at least pull my hair.
Hell yeah. What you got?
They could start chopping off fingers. They're like, give me your seed phrase, but I don't know it.
Over 2 years, he's made like 17K on Roblox. And he's
What?
Like 12.
You never listen to me, and we must be married. Yeah, well, how much are you investing? $100.
400 to 600,000.
Do you
The
think it's
generational signals are now. Now.
You're spread so thin, that's how you get in on Snake. Snake's been my biggest winner.
Oh yeah, we are here. We out here. Owen reminded me. I didn't even realize Hannah was out today, but you know, she's out there living her best life. Sneaky intro. Oh yeah, you know that. There's Hannah. You know what? I had a very special person in my life here in the studio working on something pretty awesome. I'll be releasing shortly over the next week for the Dweller community. But shout out to everyone for joining us here today. We got Taco hanging out with me on the couch. You know what I mean? Keeps it real. Oh my God.
Oh,
and what in the
bringing his
hell is
baby
this?
into the office.
What is going on here? We have, oh my God. That is a serious setup you got there, bud.
Brother.
Oh my God. Look at
Pretty
that.
intense right there.
Nick coming in with the sauce. You know what I mean? Do you want Hannah's cozy spot this time? Might work out better.
Yeah, I'm gonna fart in it.
Dude, holy cow. You just
Smell it
walk
up.
in here with a gigantic mining rig.
Yeah.
You're out there making memes and shorts about
Yep.
the PSYOP that the FBI
Oh,
and
yeah.
SEC are doing against us.
Got
You're
my
doing the
Austin
Lord's
316
work.
shirt on. Too.
There it is. The Lord's work. Just embodied, man. But man, whoa. We got taco emojis in the chat. Truck Dano,
Oh.
Nicole Ministator, C98FTW, Johnny December. You got taco emojis. Yeah, go up there and look at that pretty closely. He's looking on the big screen. He's checking it out. Candle Daddy, what is up? Drew P Balls, Cali Crypto Dude, and Small Face Noto, and down the basement, the Paladin's Purpose Podcast. Shout out. Yesterday got a little weird in the Rumble chat.
Yeah, did we get demonetized?
No, we did not. And you know, that's saying a lot. You know,
Guys, get over to Rumble. It is weird there.
yeah. Well, and you saw that guy. He made it in there, and he just started. It was like
Venting.
he had Tourette's about
Yeah,
Epstein
yeah.
and stuff. You know, he just started going off. Shout out to you, man. But
Yep.
yeah, Owen, I think you need to show yourself right now. Owen.
Yeah.
He is Mr. Steal Your Bitch right now. You need
Show
to
yourself.
show your
He's looking
outfit. You
sharp.
need to show this outfit. He come back from like
Do
Dubai.
it.
Look at him. Look at him. You
Nah.
can't
If
even
you
see the
blink,
gold
you missed
chain.
it.
You can't even
Guys,
see the gold
someone
chain.
take a screenshot of that and then
Yeah.
post it in the Discord.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, he's all uncomfortable now. That's good though. That's how we have a good show.
I love
He's
it.
going on a hot date after this. That's why he's got that on.
Going on a
Nick,
hottie.
Did you see Eminem? He's
No.
posting about crypto.com right now.
About crypto.com?
Crypto.com.
As like
Check
a promotion
this out.
or he
Yeah,
doesn't
look
like
at
it?
this. Look at this. Oh, this might be too loud here.
They ignored your potential, dissed your achievements, and mocked your ambition. But it's not the critic who counts, and you know that. From the beginning, you couldn't be stopped.
Okay.
So
Is this another Fortune favors the brave? or-
basically, he's trying to take Matt Damon. Now, the best part about this is the
What the
comments.
frick?
Look what this is, the area of life that he is hopping into. These are the remarks that he gets. A grandma in a cage. We go down a little bit further here. Crow with knife, available on crypto.com. So
Wow.
good to know.
Is this a top signal? Are we done?
He knows what he's getting into, though.
I don't think he does.
Oh, he's got to, man.
I don't think he does.
And I have some thoughts on the 4-year cycle. I want to riff
Yep.
off with you, Nick.
Okay.
Because we've had a few weeks since that. There was a system that happened last time we reached our all-time highs where we slapped around. We spent 35 days essentially getting slapped around and absolutely exploded from there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was ahead of time, so the price action was correct. Oh yeah, this little guy. You want to see this little?
Let me hold him.
Yeah.
You brought your kid to work too.
Yeah. Really.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
all right, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, essentially, over the last few weeks, I was watching the price action in comparison to 2020 and seeing us get slapped around in that range when we accomplished our all-time high. I was looking at what happened next after we did that in 2020. Now we've had a few weeks of price action. We've had a little bit more calm on the ETF side, a little bit less inflows. And I'm starting to maybe kind of look at this more as a basic ass 4-year cycle, just repeating.
That would be nice.
And that would be nice, right? Wouldn't that be nice? And that thing, it's actually you have to it's
vision, right?
It's a magnifier. No, that's just the red dot. I'll show you here. Let me do it live. We may as well do it live. This is the basement here. So this may get us demonetized or whatever, but
who cares?
This little guy, I like this. When you're indoors, you don't need magnification, right? When you're outdoors, and you do need magnification. So I like that.
Now my MP5 seems.
Well,
And if you want to be a badass and use the iron sight, you just go a little tack
yeah, you just
stance.
twist it to the side if you need iron sights.
Do I
But
just pull or is there a latch?
there's a latch right there. That little fella. Vortex is my sight of choice. So yeah, he's man.
Yeah, is he a friend of yours?
Yeah, I like Vortex. I like Spikes Tactical. I like BCM. Look at this. We are going to absolutely be demonetized right now.
This gun always kicks your.
You can keep it. You can keep your elbow in, and you need to keep your elbow in.
I've barely shot an AR ever in my life.
We're going on. You know what? And
Next
Owen had a
Friday.
good point. We need to go outdoors.
I asked Bobby. It's apparently a whole thing. The only real outdoor range is the one in Clayton.
Yeah,
that I was telling you about, and that is a good hour and 20 minutes away.
I'm
from
willing.
us.
I'm willing. We need to go outdoors.
Yeah,
we can't do it indoors. And
we can. I mean, them with their new gun, yeah, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
I prefer new gun users to not be around. And Owen brought up this. It's like they're going to be around all these bangs, and it's going to be like this high intensity situation.
It is high
I
intensity.
went with Manawalk last year in August.
Okay, but we're going with Anna.
Anna, we need to.
I don't want to be flagged. I don't want her to flag anyone, so I want control of the situation.
Doesn't mean to be flagged. Like the guy there is like, whoa.
No, if whoop, you know what I mean?
Just
that's
bad
flagged.
barrel, maturity. So if anyone is in Paulding County here in Georgia, let us know so we can go into your land and shoot.
We might shoot on my property.
Knows of a place.
Dude, I mean, we could probably shoot on my property. It's just that there's this, like, I legally can do it. There's this 92-year-old woman that I really don't want to freak out, even if I tell her what's coming ahead of time.
There's some good old boys with land out there. It's not hunting season right now. I think it's the end of turkey season.
Probably. I don't know. I haven't been hunting in years.
Very much. I don't think they'll have a problem with it.
Fair enough. Well, apparently. There we go. Owen knows the place.
Well, Owen, come on, man.
So, yeah, we're going to be fine.
All right.
Now, let's get into the crypto stuff. We had this. Phoenix Wallet will be removed from U.S. app stores on May 3rd. Another Bitcoin wallet being targeted here. And it looks like they're probably just pulling out for the, the scariness, the FUD, the fodder. What do you think this is, Todd?
I've never heard of Phoenix Wallet. Is there some sort of privacy feature, or are they just scared?
No, I mean, I think that this is just more a move of being scared. You know what I mean? Running scared. Oftentimes.
I wonder. Well, they said, didn't someone send a cease and desist to Apple to take down Samurai Wallet? And so now.
Well, and there's been a lot of moves against Samurai. Samurai didn't even, it was just batching transactions.
Is there a mixer in Phoenix Wallet?
We need to find that out. This just broke right before we went live.
Okay.
So this, I see these agencies just kind of putting their head down as things are getting spicy. A little bit more of a word from Jameson Lopp on what we're dealing with here. This is a warning worth heeding. The FBI is explicitly telling us that they themselves are going to steal your money when they attack non-compliant custodial services. The FBI is making a strong case for self-custody.
Well, that's where they're going after next. They're going after self-custody next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They're trying to take down the MetaMasks of the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which is kind of, I think it's never going to amount to anything. Because, I mean, isn't it open source software?
It is.
And it's the blockchain.
Yeah, it's language.
So you could take your seed phrase and import it into another wallet that's not banned by the government.
Yeah, I mean, this is a clear Fourth Amendment violation. It's also a violation of the UN Human Rights Charter.
Yeah.
So they don't have much standing here, and they know that. If some crypto heavyweights wanted to mount a legal offense, which they may end up doing, I would imagine Ledger and Trezor, even though they're international companies, could form a coalition to bring a lawsuit against the FBI. You can sue the FBI for rights violations, and this is definitely violating their. Everyone is given there's a reasonable expectation of privacy.
Yeah.
So what type of money is there for the regular person that is allowed to be private? Right now, it's cash and precious metals.
Yes, absolutely.
Then they say no on crypto. They have to back that up in court. So I'm actually looking for ways that we as regular normies can get, or not crypto normies can get involved and help, basically promote the idea of countersuing the FBI and putting them in their place.
Yeah.
Because let me be perfectly clear. The run-of-the-mill minion and agent at the FBI, generally, they're pro-America and they're doing good work, right? The upper levels of the FBI are an enemy of the American
That's where
people.
the psychos are.
That's where the sociopaths, the psychos, it's a reptile show 24/7 down at the FBI and down at Langley at the Pentagon. So those upper crust they're not your friends. They're the enemy of America. Yeah. The lower tier FBI people, they're just doing
and
what
they're probably
doing.
in bed with some government people.
Mossad.
Oh, of course.
Trying to just push the agenda.
And what they're doing is this is going to cause the teenager syndrome. This is maybe the best advertisement on the world for us on the blockchain basement, because we are powered by Arculus, a cold storage wallet.
Yeah, bro.
So use base 10, link in the description, and stick it to Uncle Sam right there. Here's one of them unopened, but you can get 10% off if you use our discount code. And
base 10.
The overall conversation right now, I was just really thinking about this, feeling really ugly about this whole situation, because now BlackRock, major holder for the top 5 Bitcoin miners, our prices have gone up from Bitcoin, but now we see these 3-letter agencies hooking up and trying to gut our setup right now, and it's not looking good, man. This is from Nico. Look who is at the top, and this is just a list of 26 Bitcoin companies signing a letter to FinCEN against proposed surveillance rules. 26 Bitcoin companies.
So this was earlier this year, though.
January 24th.
And they took out the top of the
top one. So
I would imagine that this is only going to get bigger as the MetaMask lawsuit increases in intensity.
Absolutely.
And now that they have taken down Samurai Wallet, and of course they did this after the 702 and the FISA court thing got approved, right?
It's all on time. It's
it's all perfect. They had this waiting. The email was scheduled in drafts, ready to go. And so I imagine that this is going to increase. You need to send, everyone here in the basement should send these companies a DM saying, we support you. You have to go after the FBI. You have to push this forward. We need to get the Winklevoss twins. We need to get John Deaton involved. Yeah. We need a full court press.
You know what? I'm going to call Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Do it.
She represents my district.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm figuring, really light up and make it clear to local governments that they need to be sticking up for you as well. Interesting to see Strike here at the top. We got Swan. Pretty big names that, in my opinion, might be on the next hit list. These agencies want what is, in their opinion, theirs, because they like just confiscating things and sitting on them for their own. No, on the brighter side of things, we have Swiss National Bank, Thomas. Oh, this isn't brighter side yet, but the Swiss National Bank saying that they are yet to decide if they want to invest in Bitcoin for good reasons. Currency reserves are international payments. They have to be liquid. So, there's some reasonability there. It's not completely liquid internationally straight to, the vendor you want to pay. They have to be sustainable. It is sustainable. That's really kind of, idiotic. But then we have to be able to sell and buy them, which you can do. So they have a couple reasons they're trying to stick to on why they're not moving into it as expected. And then we have a lot of conversation on the Bitcoin halving here. This is from the blog talking about Bitcoin halving was not priced in despite the recent correction.
Fact check, true.
Yeah, the Bitcoin halving occurred the past Saturday, has not yet resulted in the expected price increase stemming from the subsequent supply crunch. Instead, the world's largest digital asset by market cap has fallen 7% in the past 7 days. So,
this is what happens with every halving.
Absolutely.
It's flat or there's a dump.
Where is that graph here? This is perfect.
They know this. Why would they put that out?
Well, but there is some weird things. looking at the market cap all time.
look
What
at
is this?
Seamless.
This
You're
is
on
seamless.
Seamless.
I gotta go to
It's just been
Bitcoin.
one
Giving away my
flat
bag,
line.
bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be. We're gonna be doing our shopping here at the end of the show.
Yeah,
I
weekend. My weekend is going to be hot.
Yeah.
I didn't even give my pick the other day on the show. I said I got my deep degen pick, and we didn't do it.
Really?
Yeah, I
Well, we
got to
gotta
do
do
it.
that today.
I got to do it later. Yeah.
So this is just the history graph, and you can see that a lot of the price action that I was watching in this recent upswing, essentially, I might as well just go to TradingView just to get the real look here. We breached the all-time high. We chop around in here. I was looking to see if this situation would play out similarly to when we approached $18,000 right
take
here.
him away for a second.
Oh yeah,
please.
yeah. Move my face here. I'll go to a larger time frame as well, so we can see a
want,
little
like,
bit
the
more.
weekly.
Yeah, this is better. So here we go. Now, when we breach this all-time high right here, you can see a little bit of a chop, a little bit of a slap around, but then things just got insane real quick.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I was bullish, but kind of worried that this was the situation we were looking at. It may very well still be, but looking at some things, and the DeFi investor had some great points on this. Where is this? Okay, so the current boring price action isn't unusual. 2020, Bitcoin went sideways for 5 months post-halving. 2016, it went sideways for 5 months post-halving as well. The game is all about patience, and this is just an explanation of that. We got the second halving here and a lot of time to stack our juicy bags, man. And this is like, this is relieving for me, honestly, to see things calm down and not go parabolic so quick. Because I had so many projects that
I feel like that's a battle that a lot of people have. Most people get into crypto when it's going parabolic and they want to catch the gains, and then they see it fall off a cliff and then they leave. But if you have patience, if you're in the markets during these long bear markets, that's where you have the most time to accumulate and make the most gains when everyone else jumps back into the market when everything goes parabolic again. It's just having that confidence that it's going to actually go up and it's actually going to go parabolic, which I still have faith in.
Amazing. They already have the picture of Owen in the Discord.
Do they really? You guys are quick.
C90 is an animal.
C90. This is interesting. Candle Daddy telling everyone to grab Palau ID.
No, bro.
Oh,
I
God.
have to say no for that.
Yeah, and why, Nick? Go on. Tell me
Because
why.
it's a honeypot.
Yeah. What do you think? They're going to just let you get these obvious.
They're already going after Palau ID.
Yeah.
It's the OFAC is already going after Palau ID. So if you have gone in on a lot of, if you're a big whale in Palau ID, and if you've put in 10 or 15 or 50K with some Palau ID stuff, you're probably fine. But if you are even now going to be a whale, like if you've run any type of big gain where you're stand to make a big gain by using a Palau ID, you need to get busy because it's a honeypot. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, do you remember Parler?
Well, real quick, I wanted to comment. So you're saying like, I said the average person that gets a Plow ID wants to get on like Bybit or Binance.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, just some
What
other
are you
exchange.
saying?
Private sales.
Oh, using that for private sales.
If you're going big on private sales, you're doing big launchpad stuff using a Palau ID, you are in the crosshairs.
Well, and maybe let's just kind of, what if they're not doing that? Do you think they're still at risk if they're just going out there and with their Palau ID buying some crypto here and
if
there?
you're just dicking around on Bybit, no.
Probably not.
But
You
like
would-
Bybit does have Launchpad like tokens.
They do, and you need to be careful with that. But you need to, if you're just leverage trading and you're on a VPN and you got a Palau ID, you're probably fine.
Yeah.
But if you're doing big time private sales and launchpad stuff, you need to be very aware that you are on a list.
Yeah. I'm getting I'm going to be taking advantage of my ability to get a passport to Luxembourg.
I'm so jealous. Can we get married?
No, we cannot get married. I'm sorry.
Do you need a special passport to go there?
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
you need kin. You need like blood kin.
there?
Yeah. So I got Jean-Pierre Weidert on the line here, and
Such a bizarre world we live in.
I know.
You
It's
need
an
papers to
expensive
cross
place.
borders, but you can't cross that border because you don't have the right paper.
Yeah. Well, they have borders. It's nice when you actually have a border, like you can control what's coming in and out. So this is from Matthew Hyland on Bitcoin's price action, showing the Bollinger Bands are getting real tight here. Usually there is a nasty move after this happens. up or to the down, I'm wagering that this is actually going to probably slap up to around 80 and then just chop around a little bit more there. I'm more looking for just a steady growth within this range. And, if we break this 75, I'm not shooting for straight to 100 off of that move. I am really, as we really see this pan out, this is our previous all-time high. It doesn't really feel like this situation is going to be our current right now. We just had something special happen, you guys. We had a Bitcoin ETF approval, which jackknifed this thing a little bit ahead of time. But the good news is that I think that the 4-year cycle is showing to still hold very true. So
I have a question for you guys.
What's that?
Because I've seen this multiple times from either side on Twitter. Do you believe that Bitcoin dominance is going to go up to like plus 60, 70, even maybe 80, and altcoins are going to bleed? Or do you think it's going to be the opposite, where the dominance of Bitcoin maybe will stay around the same, or maybe go lower, and then you'll see altcoins start catching up?
You want to give your take first?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I covered this a little bit ago. So I think we're about 205 days from Bitcoin dominance historically falling off a cliff. That's essentially what me and Tim were talking about on the chart side. Me and Tim get in these debates, conversations about it.
Yeah.
And we agree, but we start off by, yelling at each other, even though we agree with each other. We yell.
Johnny's really good at that.
Well, he's passive aggressive is what Johnny.
I mean, he just grew up in prison, basically.
Because I was watching the live stream this morning, and when DZ was talking about like the descending line that he drew from the dominance, and he's thinking that we're going to fall in dominance for Bitcoin, even though price could still go up, and altcoins are going to have their moves
within the next 200 days. He thinks that's coming soon.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
So here's my opinion on the dominance thing. Bitcoin dominance will continue to go up and to the right, just not in the crypto markets.
Yeah.
Because it's becoming more dominant in the greater traditional finance.
That's okay. That's okay. That's reasonable.
So the poison is in the veins of TradFi. It's giant orange poison molecules, and it's going to continue to go there. Whereas you're going to see the greater crypto markets just become less and less dependent on Bitcoin as Bitcoin basically becomes the subfloor for the entire world economy.
Yeah.
So Ethereum, AVAX, Binance Smart Chain, Solana, all those DeFi ecosystems. No one is going to try and get a loan in the next 20 years in like TradFi because it's going to suck ass. But
yeah, I just saw someone today say that they're going to take out a loan on chain because they get a better rate than going to a bank.
Rate.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why the hell would you use a bank? I have so little cash in my bank because it's just here's like 0.1%. P.S. Inflation is 15%, and the one we lie about is 3.5%. So it doesn't make any sense. It's dumb. It's a scam.
The most amount of money I've had in the last 2 years is in my bank account is like right now, just so I can pay my taxes.
Yeah. Yep,
Look at this though. This is Bitcoin dominance. The graph of Bitcoin dominance that I've been watching, and from this halving, we have a cliff that we made it to eventually, but it didn't break until 212 days. So even though it looks small, that was 212 days.
Wait, what are we looking at?
This is Bitcoin dominance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is Bitcoin dominance. And then these yellow lines are the halving events.
Yep.
So we go from this halving event to the cliff, 214 days. Only 2 days difference between this cliff and this cliff. So, I just tend to, history rhymes.
Gonna keep on going, dude.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
And the whole underlying, like, Bitcoin is built on like math.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like it's hard to deviate away from something that is like happened multiple times in the past.
And like I had a lot of reasons to think that the cycle was quickening and all that stuff, but seeing the petering out in price action, just the calm come back to the markets, I think this is just standard 4-year cycle stuff. We got a little bit extra love before the halving because the ETFs were approved.
And we got love after the halving last cycle because of the stimmy checks.
Yes.
That's why it was so violently upward so quickly. Real quick, Anthony Ackley says Luna will hit all-time high this cycle. Look, Anthony, I'm assuming you're not trolling. Luna is not Luna's not going to do that.
Anthony's my homie
I
on
was
Twitter.
looking
So
at
you
Tino.
know Anthony?
He posts amazing content.
So he's just
Yeah.
trolling right now.
He might be just trolling. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe he's
If you're new to crypto and you see like idiot YouTubers like Bleaves talking about how Luna's going to moon,
that shit.
it is not.
Remember
That is a scam.
Remember when we refused to let him on the show because of what was it?
He's begging to come on our show.
It was like Volt Inu or some bullshit that he was talking about.
And he would not stop shilling. Like, he would not. Yeah, he was begging to come on our show. We
Sometimes
said
you
no.
have to
Believes
draw
it.
the line.
Fucker.
You
Yeah,
know,
he's
you have
a-
to just draw the line. Even Owen has feelings about this.
Owen has said
That's
words
incredible.
now.
He's
I brought
not
up
a
Bleaves
huge
thing.
thing. I know.
Not a fan
He's
of
got a
Bleaves
knife
at all.
out.
I know.
But
Before
Hell
it
no.
disappears.
Oh, Cali Crypto, we got to ban him. I got to ban him now.
Why?
Tino Coolin.
He said the word.
Did
What?
you guys maybe analyze Bitcoin hash rate? Disappeared. Could you scroll up a little bit?
What do we have?
Could you guys maybe analyze Bitcoin hash rate data? What kind of conclusion we can make when we look at that data? Because hash rates are not crashing since halving. I find it an interesting topic. Yeah, it's because Bitcoin's expensive AF.
And also, runes just came out on the day
Making
of
it
halving,
insanely profitable to continue to mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
and a lot of people are submitting transactions. It takes
don't wanna-
some
what are we
people 8
banning
hours
for?
for their transaction to go through.
Who's getting banned?
This is a carryover from the morning show. Candle Daddy's trolling me. I said, whoever says hash pack in the morning show.
Oh God, no!
I'm gonna-
Candle Daddy.
I'm not banning him. Just got to put him in timeout.
Oh, my
Like, he's
God.
begging for it. He's literally
Whoa,
begging
what's
for
wrong
it.
with Hashpack?
But this is important. He's got to be able to still see
Putting
this
you in timeout.
information. Pull this up on my computer here, Owen. I think we got until essentially looks like about November of 24 until Bitcoin dominance falls off its next cliff. And I'm just going off of historical data. There's only 2 days difference between these two data points of this jackknife to the downside for Bitcoin dominance.
That's great.
Things just are moving according to history. And on your note, Nick, about TradFi moving in.
Oh, and can you reset chat real quick?
Yeah.
Hit the down button. Sorry.
Oh, God. America's oldest bank, BNY Mellon, reports exposure to Bitcoin ETFs in 13F filings. Something interesting about BNY Mellon, it is the oldest, if not one of the oldest banks in the United States. And it actually...
You're right.
It is. And
Yeah.
this is, they oversee, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I do believe that this bank oversees in the $30 trillion range, $30 to $34 trillion, not direct oversight or custody, but oversight and investment and moving of it.
So like, but that's more AUM than BlackRock.
I mean, they're right up there with BlackRock, but they don't have. I think BlackRock has more direct ownership of assets over BNY, but BNY represents quite a large chunk of the financial world. And seeing them moving in and reporting exposure to Bitcoin ETFs is just going to perpetuate God, you're in there banning everyone. It's like,
if you say hashpack, I have to put you in timeout.
What? Where the hell did this come from?
Because HBAR and Hedera sucks. And I say, name one thing about Hedera that's cool and innovative. And I said, if you say hashpack, I'm going to put you in timeout. Because that's the dumbest thing to say. We got a wallet. Shut up.
God, this is brutal down here, man.
They love the discipline.
Holy shit. Okay, moving on. So, and just on this, largest banks, asset managers on the planet. Now we're up to BlackRock and Fidelity, just in and of themselves, hold 428,000 Bitcoin. Okay, so it's $27 billion for the spot Bitcoin ETFs that has absolutely gotten out of control very quickly. The spout has turned off slightly today. I'm sure it'll come back in raw fashion once they see that this thing is leveled up, shown some signs of report, and is moving on up. They're just going off in the chat.
Now, now Nicole's a mod, so I have to de-mod her and then ban her.
Oh, no.
And then I can re-mod her.
What? You're going to
We're
run
gonna
no,
have chat by the end of the show.
Yeah, no, I love it.
He's
That's what they
destroying
want.
everything. So this is important. S-Jewel, altcoin, crypto gems. Just some lessons time before we get deep into the altcoins here. In 2021, he lost over $2 million. The reason was not identifying major top signals. The same will happen to 90% of the newbies. This is a dire warning to newbies that are getting involved with crypto right now. You guys are involved in the fun part of crypto. It gets ugly, violent, and cutthroat very quickly when that bear shows his head. It's kind of like an attack in the. Have you ever seen the?
If you're gonna bring up the Revenant, oh my God!
You knew that I was gonna say that, didn't you,
Mr. Mark? We're all having fun here, bro.
Yeah.
We're just having.
I
fun.
love all of you. Even if you hate me, I still show love for you because I'm not worried about you, and I have room in my heart. For you.
Going back to your point about how it gets ugly really quickly, guys. Look at that fear and greed index. I'm going to be making a video about long form video about this. Watch the fear and greed index. You got to watch the Bitcoin money cycle, right?
Yes.
The crypto money cycle.
Yes.
And then you got to watch that pi cycle top indicator.
The pi cycle top indicator.
Because if you ain't getting out when those lines cross, I timed it out. You basically have like 1 to 2 weeks to get out when those lines cross. And then after that, it's downtown.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and, you know, like the ride up, very, very exciting, very thrilling. We're going to hear many calls for 500K, for $1 million Bitcoin. We made it to 150. We're going to 1 million now for sure. And essentially, you're like banning everyone.
They love it.
Oh my God. Essentially, you know, I'm just warning us that these calls for these insane prices are going to come, and you need to be reasonable about your expectations in the market. You need to set your goals and understand them right now, and change your life actively. You know, if you have a house and you're like, man, I'm just dreaming of having a Bugatti and acting like a fucking jackass like Andrew Tate, hating it. You know, if you want to get to that level and you just diamond hand this stuff back to the floor, you're going to really, really you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it that way. And some things that's Jewel was calling out for on different metrics we can use on top of the pi cycle top, excellent indicator to use. We also have this, the MVRV Z-score. It uses the Z-score standard deviation between the market value and realized value to identify Bitcoin market tops and bottoms. So, you know, this is like kind of Glassnode on-chain analytics stuff. But essentially, you can just see the ebb and flow of the market. And
I know.
The world works in rhythm. We are vibrational beings. Everything works on vibes. And this is a vibe, you know?
Do you think, in your opinion, we're going to break the 2021 Z-score or the 2018 Z-score?
I think that we are, I think that we're actually going to just get right about to the same level here, honestly. I know that's not exciting. But yeah, I mean, like I'm looking for like $140,000 to $200,000 Bitcoin.
See, I disagree with you. I think we're going to break the Z-score from last time because that Z-score is manipulated. It's fake stimmy checks and Sam Bankman-Fried
right here. Yeah,
it's Alameda Research. It's the double top. It's Fugazi.
Well, look at how low this Z-score is, and the price was higher. Right, and then you have this Z-score here. The price slightly lower, but inflation was much less rampant. Yeah. And you know, right now, just in relevance, like we haven't, if you account for inflationary pressures on the value of which Bitcoin is derived or valued in dollars, we still haven't breached the previous all-time high. Like it needs to break $85,000 to beat this all-time high in terms of buying power. So some interesting things to keep in mind: net unrealized profits and loss, the NUPL. Able to use the market participant data to help predict Bitcoin price reaching major highs or lows. Utilize this, just more ebb and flows of the market here. You got capitulation in the green, hope and fear right here, optimism, belief, euphoria. Okay, and like, you know, it's showing us in that euphoria stage right now. I mean, I don't necessarily think that this is I think that the pi cycle. That pi cycle and then this MVRV
Z-score
and the 4-year cycle. That's what you use. Like the combination. You don't have to get too crazy with it. I got a question. Is FFM done? No. I still hold my FFM. It's not done. Yeah. I'm like that's a great question. And FFM, Ondo, you know, all of these things that I'm stacking right now, stacks, they're not done.
They literally just had like crazy gains.
Right. Like,
so
we're bouncing off the floor.
Consolidate.
I'm hearing 80K in May. We're going to break 70 in the next week or so. It's very, very soon. I can feel it. The fact that all this government stuff came out in the span of 36 hours and the markets did nothing. That is the most giga bullish sign I have seen in a long time.
I liked your post about that. What do you got?
On that point, remember? I forgot when it was, but they what was it?
Mr. Mark's right.
Was it Consensus? Got sent a
Lubin.
Wells notice.
Yeah, Joe Lubin, who's a snake in the grass himself. Joe Lubin's like,
here he is.
I see you. I'm coming at you.
Yeah, he's
but that caused the Ethereum price to drop like $1,000.
What?
In like the coming week when they got served their like Wells notice.
Who? Wait, what are you talking
Oh,
about?
you're talking historically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
When
it
did that
happened last
happen?
year.
Let's look at the
But, like,
Ethereum price chart here.
Compared to what just happened,
Okay.
they're like, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it almost feels like the World Economic Forum is trying to do a show with the SEC and FBI to act like there's some sort of competition or disagreement between the two. We have this. This is the yearly on Ethereum. I think what you're talking about, Taco, is right around here when we dropped from 3,500 down to essentially 3,000. Pretty damn, 2,900 very quickly.
I'm gonna do a little research.
Or you know what? Actually, I think it's more so like this. The March 11th, we were at 4K and just jackknifed down to 3,100. So
you know what I'm just thinking, Drew? Is Coinbase registered as an MSB?
I don't know that
because if they're not, the FBI just stepped on BlackRock's dick.
They wouldn't do that. You know that they wouldn't do that.
The FBI is dumb.
Do you think they're dumb enough? You should look that up right now.
I'm going to look it up right now. I'm doing live research.
Did you just outwit the FBI?
It wouldn't be unreasonable. Hang on. I'm going to pick up my Solana
You
saga.
lose IQ, so it's very reasonable. I mean, you come in here with this damn Bitcoin. What do you mine with this?
This is my Chlor mining rig. I'm going to be doing a Chlor mining. It's an AI proof of work coin. The future of AI crypto is there's not going to be a one size fits all blockchain for AI crypto. It is every single one's going to have its own bespoke, unique chain.
Yeah.
And Chlor is going to fit some of that bill. So
I mean,
that's a bunch of 5700 XTs. And it pulls about 900 watts. I'll go into details about it, but that's
Chlor AI looks like a pretty damn good buy right now.
It is very good. It's very mineable too.
Look at this thing. 48 mil.
Are
you picking up some of this weekend?
No, I mine it.
You're mining. Oh, okay, rude. But I will buy it. OTC.
It's all non-KYC giga gains. Thank you very much.
American Pool Guy, Atlas Shrugged, Fan Theory. Oh God. Galt Diacona. I can't even say that name. Would have used and been huge fans of crypto if it existed in Ayn Rand's time. Rand was right. I'd agree with that absolutely. Shout out to you, Lodi Odi.
With the Membies. Roosevelt Taylor, $10, celebrating 36th wedding anniversary today. Can you guys please shout out my fine wife, Celeste? Celeste, you are fine. Also, Nick, can you do a video about the Pi Cycle top indicator and getting out of the market? Thanks. Love the show. Again, Celeste, you are fine.
Dude, that face.
Congratulations.
You got to screenshot that face. That was amazing. You really should, though. I mean, that's like something that we got to make very clear because there's going to be a lot of new people coming into the markets. And I remember when I was into the new markets, like beginning or right before the last cycle even kicked off. I got in like 2019. I'd been watching since 2017, built up the funds to hammer in during flu season. And, just don't build that mindset that you're going to the moon right now. Okay. Like you have to be focused. You have to build your portfolio over years time frames to really experience that gigantic leap in your ability to live life, you guys. Like I would not be able to own land or my cars or all the stuff I do if it wasn't for the focus within crypto. So I might have to buy Chlor AI. Like, you sound all damn reasonable to me. Another one within AI, Near. Near is getting baked. Have you seen Near getting baked into the AI narrative?
Yeah, Near's good. Near's good. It's kind of like
this isn't right. I have way more Near than this by now, but I like this thing. Look at the health on the shelf there. You know what I mean?
Good. Update.
Yeah.
Coinbase has some MSB licenses, but not all of them.
Some, but not all.
Yeah, we're missing several states. I don't know which ones, but it's only 45 states.
Is Georgia on there?
Yes, Georgia is on there.
So they have a license for Georgia.
They do, but the FBI did step on BlackRock's dick because there are some states that are not covered by this, and you know that Coinbase has presence in all 51 states.
Oh God,
So what's the FBI going to do? Arrest Brian
They're not going to do
Armstrong?
anything. They're not going to do anything to BlackRock. You can't. Not even state attorney generals could.
Guys are
Remember that?
worthless. Worthless.
Yeah. So, just on that. Now I'm ready to go altcoin shopping pretty hard here. Saw some FUD from Ignis. Forbes Research published a list of 20 crypto billion-dollar zombie
Did
projects.
this today.
This is just brutal, dude. Ethereum competitor launched in 2017 by crypto pioneer with cult-like following, Hoskinson and Ada. I don't think a cult-like following is necessarily bad.
This is the most low T list I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, it's got
The
some
person who
reasonable.
put this together is low T.
Yeah. Litecoin up here, Bitcoin. Internet computer
ICP.
token.
Nothing's happening on ICP.
No, nothing. Absolutely not.
Zombie, dead chain.
Yep. Stellar. Nothing. 30% of tokenized assets are on Stellar. I don't
Obviously,
understand.
some of these, like Ethereum Classic,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then like
Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash,
XRP.
XRP.
For sure, zombie chain. Yeah.
I still hold some.
Theta, unfortunately, is probably zombie chain.
Algorand.
Algorand. Yeah, that's just a scam chain.
How have they not gone after Monero yet for being a privacy
They
chain?
are.
They are.
They got delisted off of Binance.
Yep. They
Oh,
take our access
okay.
away. We know that's not Drew Levman. Well, I am me. Me is I. You know what I mean? This is me.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, it's very what
hell
the
was
hell
that?
is that?
That's a throwback. No, put it back
You
up.
should use that more often. Now, ICP, okay, so I have some thoughts going on about ICP and Chainlink.
Yep.
If ICP succeeds, Chainlink will be useless. And that worries me. That worries me. And it's like a half of my biggest holdings are ICP, the other half are Chainlink. But my God, if AI keeps rolling out and ICP is utilized to verify and help roll out AI at the scale that this world wants,
Yep.
Chainlink and Oracle is going to be useless. I'm trying to, and I love Chainlink, but if ICP does what they're trying to do, and this whole ecosystem of AI systems and Core AI and all these, boutique blockchains are put into place, and then we have this Web3 internet all of a sudden, you're not really going to need an Oracle.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
a
know.
stepping stone.
For some things, you will.
It's a stepping stone. And my thought process on Link, is that it was the necessary communicator from Web 2 to Web 3.
Yep.
If they successfully roll out a absolute full-on Web 3 system and ICP continues to do what it's doing, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And that's where in my mind, like, how I'm thinking about this is like, okay, I see the advancements. I see where these things are going. I'm still going to hold Link.
Yep.
But I might take a larger amount of profits because the average buy is like $4. So
You're well in profit.
yeah, I'm well in profit, and I've been taking profits along the way.
Yep.
Big profits. So it's like now I'm at the point where I can chunk a few thousand here to this project, a few thousand there to that project. Like I got to build out a base ecosystem portfolio.
But I wouldn't put any of that Chainlink money into ICP.
No.
Okay.
No, ICP, it's I'm still a Link maxi, but I'm just having to acknowledge the potentials, Bob.
Well, what's
Okay?
your base? What is the base of your portfolio? You don't have
it's Link.
Well, then I would not move it.
You wouldn't move it.
You want that floor. You want a high floor, so then it sends kind of all the rest of your bag up.
Yeah.
So if you've got a nice, like, I don't know what it is, if like 30% of your portfolio is Chainlink, I would keep it.
It's 30%. Not 30%. It is 60%.
You're probably over allocated at that point. 30% of your portfolio should be a top 10 coin. That's not a stable coin, obviously.
Yeah.
But after that, you should diversify. But yeah, I would say 60% you're probably over allocated.
Well, and like I fought aggressively. Okay, so like I'll just explain myself and my thought process here. I'm going to. So Bitcoin, I was mostly enslaved into Bitcoin.
Thank you for the membies.
What a G. So here I was, I had to take some major portfolio value out in 2023 because life just comes at you quick, and I had to do some really big things to the house. So essentially right here, I was all the way through this period. I was only Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then in this bull market, I did have things going for me in the altcoins. But at large, I was isolated to Bitcoin and Ethereum here. We dropped down here. and Chainlink at the time was $5, right? So I got cut down. I like majority of my portfolio got cut down. I took my like last big bag that I had and went into Chainlink instead at $5. And you know, once it hits $20, I took good profits there on those little spikes to $20 or whatnot. But it is sitting here kind of ranging. And another thing that kind of worried me is I saw the revenue is spiking again for CCIP, but the price action didn't spike like it did previously. So that's in the back of my mind. I'm seeing this happen. So Chainlink helped me get out of the gutter of having to take tons of profits to build another building on my property and do all this stuff. And, you know, now we're at this point where things are settling down. Things are calming down on Bitcoin's price action. I'm definitely still holding a large amount of Chainlink, but I think it's going to be reasonable to go after some of the things on my watch list. You know, like the biggest losers. Let's look at the biggest losers on the watch list. This, I was just watching this for the sake of the community. I never got in on this, you guys. This is a problem. There's a problem going on with this right now. So
there is.
Yeah, look at the price, down 64% over the last 7 days. You know, that's an issue. And I think they had something bad happen internally. I didn't follow it exactly, but I just saw everyone in the chat was having it. I wish well upon you. Don't wish that it keeps going down.
500,000 market cap.
Yeah, very small.
I mean, FAFO.
FAFO. Chain swap still shaving off some. So, you know, this, I want some chain swap still, and 7 cents, probably not horrible to buy like a $500 position in it just to take a shot at it. A BVM, I'm not going into this one. I'm taking this one off because all the VMs, the Bitcoin Layer 2 VMs, they are under extreme scrutiny from devs right now. And Codex Chain, I can't remember why I even put this on my watch list. I'm not buying these. Ondo down. This is giving me more opportunity to buy more Ondo.
Ondo under $1. I like it.
Yeah, Ondo under $1 is feeling good for me right now. Velodrome feeling good. Trueflation. This is that. You know, I love what they're doing. It's a Chainlink ecosystem play. So you know, there's that. Stacks on my get list. Seamless. Arc blocked ABT. This one.
Are you bull nuts on that?
I like this one a lot. I do like Arc block a lot. So really, you know, I'm seeing opportunity here with ABT, Seamless Protocol, Dot maybe because it's very flat. But more so, I'm thinking PHA within the Dot ecosystem. Bala network would be my play on that. I'm trying to buy the AI blockchains on Dot in the cross-chain interoperability moves in that realm. At a Dot, not Dot particularly, and Stacks. So yeah, I mean, I think this weekend I have to do Ondo, Seamless, Arc block, and Stacks. I think that's where I'm going this weekend.
Stacks.
I bought some Arbitrum today.
You bought some Arbitrum?
Well done.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
well done.
I should have sold at $2.
Yeah,
because like my average buy is I think 80 or 90 cents.
Yeah,
and it's like at $1.08 or $1.09 or $1.06. So I just dollar cost averaged in.
Yeah,
I don't think Arbitrum is going anywhere. It's a solid chain.
No.
It's a longer play.
That's my long term hold. I brought about $1,000 worth of Arbitrum when it was ranging before we had a pump, and I'm not selling that for. That's a longer term hold.
Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
I see Arbitrum being around for a long time.
Yeah.
You know,
isn't it like it's either Optimism or Arbitrum that has like the SDK where other like blockchains can use their tech.
That's OP.
Yeah.
Optimism. Okay.
I think as TJ says, devs love OP, money loves Arbitrum.
Okay.
That's a hot take.
Yeah.
That's a hot take right there.
It is a hot take. I don't have any OP. I do have ARB.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like kind of in the time frame we're ranging here. We're flat. You know, these alts are pretty beat down, and I am feeling very, very greedy right now. Even though, you know, there's all this, you know, fear on the little oscillator or whatever on CoinMarketCap. I am feeling extremely greedy and wanting to stack more projects. Yes, capital. Aerodrome is obviously base. Okay, and seamless and base, things that are coming in for base. The reason why I feel so strongly, even though that the massive action's not here yet for base, I mean, it's been good, but in my opinion, it's not here yet.
A lot of stables are going on base.
A lot of stables. A lot of stables. And you saw when the market was in a downturn, it had an uptick in stables.
Incredibly bullish.
That's the second largest EVM chain.
Yes.
When it comes to stables.
And giving little signals like that, it's like a canary in the coal mine.
Yep.
About what's
And
coming.
that bridge D-flow or D-bridge,
Yeah.
they have this like flow chart where it's showing money going from like blockchain A to blockchain B.
Yeah.
A lot of funds are going to base.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I like Aerodrome. It's why I like Seamless. And the reason for that is just I think that Coinbase and Base Network have this silver spoon in their mouth because they custody. We saw like 440,000 Bitcoin between the two largest asset managers. What are you going to do to them? You know what I mean? Like
Nothing.
As a government, really? Are you going to go after BlackRock? Are you going to go after Coinbase? All
They
these
run
things?
the government.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking
They
of Base,
they are the government.
if I don't know if you guys have heard about Brett on Base.
Oh yeah, this
It
is
has
sad.
a massive amount
What
of
happened
FUD
with
came
you?
out, which the person that created it, they sniped their token, and they at one point I think they owned like 90% of it, and now they're down to like owning 81% of it. So it's not good because like he was sending out Brett to influencers to pump it, and they ended up owning more than the liquidity in the whole pool.
That's a giant problem.
That's a big red flag. So be careful with Brett.
That's a giant problem.
That's a good call. Okay.
I do want to give you my degen
Yeah,
thing.
what is
you know
it?
what I'm going to be degenerating into over the weekend?
What's that?
It's going to be very degenerate. Doginals.
Doge, you're going in.
I'm going all in on Doginals.
Okay.
I'm getting involved in the ecosystem. I've been sitting in on the spaces for about a month now. I mentioned Doginals about a month ago.
I think
Okay.
I was
I've
on the show when you mentioned
I've been
that.
sitting in the spaces for a while. The whole runes debacle really has kicked off interest in Doginals. The entire market cap for Doginals, $44 million.
Shut the hell up.
All Doginals, the entire ecosystem.
What?
Okay. It's like ordinals, but it doesn't cost $400 to do stuff on.
Yeah.
It's also, and it doesn't take 8 hours to make a transfer. Okay. It's on Dogecoin and it's super duper fast and it costs you like 25 cents. It's like a Doge to mint and do other stuff. So I'm telling you guys, a lot of the BRC20 devs that got burned on runes, they're all going to Doginals. And once runes and ordinals continues to be more and more expensive and slower and slower and slower, people are going to go to the OG meme coin, Doge.
You can't kill the
It's
Doge.
more decentralized than Bitcoin.
You really can't kill the Doge.
So I'm going all in on Doginals. Well, not all in. I'm getting into Doginals. This could be, this is the frontier where there are 100, 500, and I dare say 1,000 X's.
Jeez. I mean, Doginals, that's unknown stuff right now.
It's very, very small.
You're going to probably have to do a video about that too.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
as long
like
as I
a
make money.
50x potential right
If
there.
I lose money, I will not make a video about it.
Well, we should make, I mean, that's where we'll really get the clicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's not downplay coin stock if it's a safe play outside of actual crypto. It's not a bad
You know
call.
what was a good stock is Bitcoin mining stocks.
Oh, yeah.
Are
You know
they
what's an
really?
even better
Those
stock?
outperformed Bitcoin last cycle.
Dude, look at this
No.
stock. Look,
Kid you not.
That
look
true?
at this stock. Coffee
Coffee.
hitting all-time highs.
Is it time to short coffee?
Dude, I am so pissed about this.
Coffee's oversold.
overbought.
What's the money flow on coffee, baby?
Oh my god, we need a market cipher up in
Is
here.
market? Yeah, can I trade this on Bybit?
Okay, some interesting stuff too on the macro. Semiconductor shipments plummet, lowest level since 2008 financial crisis.
Yeah, because yes, this was foretold.
I mean, this is worldwide sanctions in action, man. Production's low.
It's sanctions. It's actually the blowback from the supply crisis. And from, I believe there was an earthquake or something, question mark, where TSMC was shut down for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That is going to have you. This is that.
Yeah. Oh well, Intel.
This is that. Oh, this is Intel.
Yeah, this is Intel.
Also Intel, because their chips come from TSMC.
Yeah, not great. You see that. Things
You know
get
what
weird.
I found out about NVIDIA? They don't even make chips.
You
No.
mentioned that, and
Yeah,
that
they
was
don't.
very interesting.
Yeah,
That was
sell
very
those.
interesting.
they sell the blueprints to companies so then they can make the chips that NVIDIA designs.
You know
Yeah.
a guy who knows a guy. That's the perfect position to be in.
I
You
mean,
know what I
hey,
mean?
all you gotta do is figure out the next best tech.
Huh.
It's easy.
There you go.
So you think TikTok's going to just shut down in the U.S. instead
Hell
of handing
no,
it over?
man. This thing's a cash cow. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
ByteDance prefers TikTok shutdown if the U.S. legal options fail.
So,
According to Reuters.
they don't want to sell the algorithm because that's what's controlled by the CCP. So they are going to try and sell the brand TikTok without the algorithm, but it's worthless without
I
the
didn't
algorithm.
even know that was a thing. You could force someone to sell their company?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that's what happened to AT&T back in the day. Back in the day, AT&T was a super company,
Like if
And
they
then
had
they-
a monopoly?
and then they broke it up. Yeah, they forced AT&T to
Mm.
divest and break up into a whole bunch of
It's
different.
not great.
companies.
And you know, there's I pull too many stories every day.
You do it every day.
Here's
You're too committed to this channel.
Congressman Michael McCall wrote the TikTok bill ban was invested $1.5 million into Meta
Oh, did he?
after writing the bill.
Interesting. God,
nice
these people,
stuff.
I'm so fucking tired of these people. They
That
have
was good.
no one in the federal government has your best interests in mind.
Does-
No one.
Are malls real?
The
Do you
mall
think
isn't real,
malls
it's
are
awesome.
real? Like this kid is just walking around the mall. This isn't real. He's sitting. I mean, he's probably there on like a Tuesday in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
There's not much going on.
This is okay.
Understandably. And he's just perplexed on how these empty stores are staying afloat, how they're paying their bills. It never made sense to me.
They make it all back on the weekends.
Well, yeah,
and
and
then-
online probably, right?
No, they don't ship out online. That's against the terms of service. But the malls are not charging them very much rent because the malls are all going out of business.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So this is like a pennies on the dollar kind of situation where they're
Dude.
just begging for stores to stay open.
We should get a basement store.
I can absolutely look into that. And then
We could do
You know
that.
what malls are used for nowadays most often?
Airsoft.
drug deals.
Maybe. No. Old people do laps around them.
Yes.
People do laps.
Yes, it's very healthy. Actually, I bring my kids to the mall and let them run around because, like in the summertime in Georgia, and it's in August, it's hot AF. You go to the mall,
Oh my.
you know, there's like a
Cool.
pretzel store there. It's
Wide
cool,
open.
wide open. There's no one there.
Sometimes there's a kiosk that has like sugar gliders you could play with.
Yeah.
You know, the first day I showed up in Atlanta, I took my family to the mall for a nice wholesome go out, and I
Yeah.
saw a woman get tackled to the ground and fight a security guard over a $30 purse outside of Macy's.
That's just part of the show.
And
yeah.
entertainment.
yeah. I mean, that is all
Dinner
part of the
and a
show.
show.
Is it in Marietta too? Like, you know, it's supposed to be like the nice part of town or something like that. It's
Yeah, there's no nice.
very
malls.
bearish. Now, okay. I've been showing this graph for a while. This is the CPI percentage change year over year compared to the 80s and 70s collapse.
Oh,
And we are kind of right on tune here, guys. So, you know, expect a little bit of a breather here. We're going to be able to take profits in our crypto realm, transfer those profits for the love of God into land and houses and commodities and hard goods in this zone right here. Because if this continues to follow historical patterns,
Yeah,
you are going to be facing a 18% interest
Yeah.
rate on overpriced homes.
Yeah.
I got a question for you
That's
guys
gonna
from
be
the chat.
horrible.
Will Cardano ever go to $3 again so I can get rid of my bag?
Oh my God.
Yes, it will.
You think it will?
Yeah. It's gonna go back to its I think Cardano's like $7-8.
I mean, I'm like maybe 350. You know, that's
Nah,
kind
I
of what
think
I'm
it'll
thinking
be.
about.
I think the more there's Cardano DeFi gets up, and the SNEX and the Beard and the Book.ios.
Beard's doing good.
Beard's doing good. I think it's $7.
Well, let's do
Alden, first of all, you're probably right.
what? What did Alden say?
Need to clean up the wiring on that mining rig. This has been in my shed. It's been running continuously for 2 years. The wires are all the proper gauge. It does look a little bit messy, so I'm a little bit sensitive about this. Damn it.
Let's see what market cap we would need to have for $3. Okay, let's just see $3. I think we could accomplish that. 113 bill. I know, Owen. Okay,
What?
he's got to go. He's got a fancy meeting to go to.
We got to end the show because Owen says so.
yeah,
I'll run the. If you need me to run the sticks, I'll run the sticks. Get out of here,
Bring
boy.
the sticks. Oh, there he's going in. Look at, but Owen's got to walk. Get the widescreen so they can see him walk out. He's got the gold chain and everything. Give me the widescreen. There it is. Oh, and there's no escaping this camera shot. There's no escaping this camera shot. You have to cross the barrier. I'm just gonna talk, and we're not even gonna have to use the computer shot.
He's actually on his way
Because-
to a job interview. That's
Yeah.
why he's dressed up.
So, in order for Cardano to hit $3, you would need to accomplish a $113 billion market cap. I do think it's going to be able to accomplish that, but you are going to, in my opinion, to get into that 100 billion on up range, you're going to have to wait until the real juicy part of the bull market. This is going to be, I'm just excited for him to cross there. He's going to cross. He's going to cross. I'm just going to keep talking until he has to. Yes! See how he had the full suit on? Fancy. You're fancy. Take
Owen
care.
is not real, just like the malls.
All right. So, and then to get to $6, Nick, what were you thinking? Like $6?
7, 8, 6, 7, 8.
Six.
That'd be like 250 mil or bill.
Yeah,
250 bill?
right on cue. So you got to have a $266 billion market cap. This is accounting for token inflation to accomplish that level. So in order to get a $7 Cardano, it's got to retain its spot in the top 10 of crypto.
It's gotta not be so much of a cult and just much more of like a, hey, this blockchain is awesome.
Yeah.
I want to use it.
Yeah.
Like Solana did that because they've got.
When Solana's fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun to be had on Solana. There's ridiculousness.
I was having fun in Cardano when all the NFTs were popping off.
Yeah.
And you'd mint stuff, buy, sell stuff. That's fun.
Mm.
It's the top NFT that I had from last cycle, Clay Nation. I bought it at 3,000 ADA. Guess what the floor is right now?
I feel like you're going to hurt my feelings. All right, so Clay Nation, was it 3,000
Yeah,
ADA?
that was pretty much the floor.
500.
600, 700 ADA.
I was pretty close.
You were. I mean, granted, a lot of NFTs have gone down in value, but I mean, Bored Apes, Mutant Apes, they're up 60, 70% in the last 2 weeks. I really haven't seen anything exciting on Cardano as far as like meme coins, as far as
I mean, there's not many to choose from.
1.5. Snack and Beard, I guess now.
I like Snack and Beard. It seems interesting. Beard's got some good price action on it, but yeah, they need more options there.
They need more fun.
More fun to be had. So
I want to have fun on my blockchains.
All right. Well, I guess we can end.
Invest in dogs and frogs and cats and lizards and Bodens and Tremps.
Dude, Bowden gives no ass. I mean, okay. So first of all, Brett, here's Brett. This thing is falling off a cliff. This does not look like a healthy chart. This is pretty terrible.
Bowden?
Yeah. No, Brett. I mean, this is ugly.
Heed my warning.
This is not, this is down by 37%. Still at a $400 million market cap. So plenty of room to go. Best crypto show on YouTube. Had a great weekend, everyone. Touch some grass and some ass with consent. Ooh woo, hashtag ooh woo. Wow, what a guy. OG member for 6 months. Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. And I like, I'm having fun in memes, you guys. I got, we'll just take a quick look at. What? Jackie, hello. Trundle the Great always up in there.
There you go. Yeah,
look at
it's
this.
the biggest limitation. If you're a developer and you go to a blockchain that's hard to write code for,
Yeah.
you're going to go to a blockchain that's easier and more compatible with a number of other blockchains.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in 2024 and we don't have a stable coin on Cardano. That is actually stable.
Well, we have Cardano. That's a stable coin.
But
Yes.
yeah,
My
it's
God.
$1.05, $1.04, 96
Is
cents.
Deged? No, Deged's not an actual stable coin.
It's like over collateralized algorithmic stable coin.
99.05. You know what is a stable coin though?
But
Quant.
also on Deged, I think the liquidity is super low.
Oh, liquidity is? Well, look at Quant. Quant is one of the strongest stable coins out there, you guys. I mean, this thing, you know, you can make it 8. Ooh. I agree with her on Rust. I think I see more juicy frothiness for Rust. I do. I know your feelings are there, Nick, but more people are trying to go with Rust than I see. So with that being said, it's been an insane day. The government's trying to come after your ability to hold your crypto on cold storage, custody your own crypto. Support our channel. Spread this message far and wide. Do your duty. Smash the like. share this with a friend, and tell them about how to keep their money out of the greedy hands of banks by putting it into cold storage, and use our discount code for 10% off. Base 20 or base 10 is the code. Yeah. Well, I got the link in there. It should be in there. Oh, good. But I appreciate every single one of you guys. I mean, you guys are the foundation of this show. Everyone that catches the lives. We got Anthony Ackerley with the spicy memes all day. Crypto Eunuch. Wow. Crypto Stevo. Crypto After Dark with Jake. Probably going live tonight. Zachary Martin. Shady Bandito. Hobus. What is up, my man? Coca-Cola. Big Daddy Superballs. Rothschild. What a name. Nicole Minus Tater. Jay-Z, C90FTW. Man, it's a pleasure to spend time with you guys every day, looking at what we're looking. And the good news is, it's the 4-year cycle is normal, guys. We have a good amount of time to accumulate our favorite alts before these things go to the moon. So the time to pay attention is now, and I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye.